shelter in the base of my spine, straight like a chicken cherry cola. I don't need to try to explain, I just hold on tight. And if it happens again, I'ma move so slightly to the arms and the lips and the face of the human cannibal that I need to, I want to. Well, come and stand a little bit closer, breathe in and get a bit higher. You'll never know what hit you when I get to you. Why don't you? I don't know if I need, but ooh, I gotta find out.
Savage Gardens, which is still one of the funniest freaking names to me. Savage. It's so savage, that garden. It's savage, I tell you. Anywho, that's Cherry Cola. Great song. Love them. Love Savage Garden, by the way. I absolutely love these guys, but it's just funny, I think. Anywho, I have no idea what the heck I'm calling this, but it's like, I think, things we shouldn't do, things that are going to slow us down. 4 things not to do. That's probably something in line with that. Many of us do the one thing. We focus on thinking. We're constantly trying to do this thinking concept, and we're not really noticing how we're feeling. And feelings, especially in law of attraction, is really the whole gambit. Like, where you're at is in the feeling spectrum is where you're vibrating, regardless of what you're thinking at. The thinking is meant to inspire the feeling. And a lot of us get that backwards. We actually kind of look at it and like, well, if I think good thoughts, then good things will happen. Well, the concept is sort of like that. It's more like the mechanics of it, right? Like, the mechanics of it are like, yeah, if I think good thoughts, that usually gets me kind of envisioning good things. And when I imagine good things, it starts to make me kind of realize that's a good thing. And I start to feel that good thing, and it starts to become a real good thing in my mind. And then all of a sudden, I've created the feeling. And now once the feeling's been created, then I have created some very powerful manifestation traction. That is what law of attraction is about. It is about the feelings. That's truly, truly the soul stuff that we do, the 12 spiritual laws that I've talked about. It's about deeper stuff than just the surface level. And surface level in my mind is thinking. And so many of us get caught there. So remember that. Feelings. What are you feeling like? That's just all that matters is like, use it as a gauge. She has that scale, right? The 18 scale, whatever the heck that scale is. You guys know better than I do. That scale, like wherever you're at in there, well, then try to nudge yourself up at the scale. That's like ultimately what you're trying to do. Whatever it takes to do that, maybe more affirmations, maybe, I think I did a video on it at one point. But again, it's try to feel better on a regular basis, or as much as you often can, and you will find better things tend to happen to you. All right, number 2, riding the high of a proof, right? And then all of a sudden, when nothing's going on, we crash. We let that affect us. That is like something so many of us do. So many of us have that moment or a few moments, right? How many of us have 3, 4, or 5 of these amazing moments, and then you get like a week or 2 away and it doesn't really happen again or immediately, or something doesn't drastically change, or it's like, well, it's still not together. And then we start to revert backwards, right? And then bam, we crash. How come we can't just take that high and enjoy that feeling? Why can't we let that just be the prevailing kind of winds, if you will? It's so common for all of us. This is no slam on anybody, but I guarantee I do it still sometimes, man. Catch it. It's just one of those things. But again, these are things, 4 things you're talking about. You catch yourself doing these. These are like, oh, I am doing that. Crap. These are handbrakes. These are, damn it. Did it again. All right. Okay. Got you. All right. Here we go. Number 3, not believing the feeling is good enough and then like forcing action. And what this means to me is, a lot of us sometimes, like we're feeling good, like everything is great, everything's going really well. We talked for the first time in a while, we reached out, we saw each other, maybe we had a dinner together, right? And it had been a long time, and it went really well. Nothing major happened, but it was super awesome, and there's definitely going to be another one, right? But we're in that, it's really good, and it feels super good. I have to do something. And so we reach out and do something. Maybe we send a lame text. Maybe we go a little too far in the physical. Like we go, hey, do you want to come over? Like, like starting to try to push the physical when it's like, whoa, let's let this happen organically, right? Like, or maybe, you know what I mean? Like you get my drift on how you could possibly start to try to force an action that may very well end up making you feel worse, rather than enjoying this good feeling, this good vibration, this good mojo, this good moment. and just kind of riding that. It's like a wave. I know a lot of people haven't surfed. Surfing is a really, really cool experience because when you do finally get up on a board, like, and you're on the wave is just like you're with the wave, like the whole way, like you're looking at it. It's like right there with you. Sometimes with dolphins, surfing with you. It's so cool. And then it's just pushing you along and you're just skimming on the water. It is such a freaking awesome feeling. I mean, the people that are really good, I was longboarding, dude. It was all barely turning and stuff. It was so rad. That whole enjoy that feeling, man. Just glide with it. Just, it is so awesome when you can do that and not have to do something because of it. I feel so good. I have to. No, you feel good. Just feel good. Just enjoy feeling good. Feeling good is perfect. It is enough. Feeling good should be enough. It shouldn't, I need to feel good plus. No, be good with the feeling good. Be groovy with it. Anyway, number 4. A lot of us have made this mistake, are currently making this mistake. Oh yeah, it's probably pretty much the categories. Seriously, it's pretty much the categories. Or maybe you're really new to law of attraction and you haven't made this mistake yet. Okay, 3. There you go. So some of us have, and we stopped because it's annoying. Some of us are still doing it and are going to go, oh yeah, it totally sucks. That's what I need to do? All right, okay. And then those of you that haven't done it yet, yeah, you're probably still going to do it because that's just how you learn. But remember this after you have done it. So we screw up our energy oftentimes by discussing this with people that are doubters, known doubters. It's not like you were talking to some random stranger. No, it's a friend that you haven't talked to for 3 weeks about it because you've been biting your tongue because you've been working on it or they're a Facebook friend or whatever, and you've been holding your tongue for a while. But then that one day I finally said, hey, so-and-so, finally we're going to get together. And you're going to get egg on your face, and it's going to be awesome because I swear it's just funny how life plays it out. But you shouldn't be telling people that are doubters because then when it doesn't happen or that delay occurs or whatever happens, and then all of a sudden they're asking you questions like, well, why didn't you get together? Oh, well, gee, isn't that what always happens? Right? And you start going down that path. So when you just kind of remove that conversation from your life, you talk about other things. There's, I'm sure, other things to talk about with this person. And if there's not, then they're probably a toxic friend. Really, look at the friendship. If literally all you're doing is telling them stuff about your person, and then they get kind of ultra critical and are not very supportive, and then when it doesn't work out, you feel crappy, that's not really a good friendship. You probably want to maybe analyze that whole little thing there. Maybe switch friends, find a new friend. I don't know. But this is something many of us will do time and time again. So when you finally get done doing it, it is very refreshing. And you truly do get to a place where you just don't talk about it. Things actually happen. And then once they've happened, what you find, and this is kind of the cool, this is like the black belt aspect of this part of it. But once you start accomplishing the things, because not talking about it helps so much. I mean, talking about it slows you down beyond words. So not talking about it is the converse of that, the opposite of that. But you'll notice that things are happening, and then people are like, wow, like, what's going on with you? All this stuff's happening in your life. That's really cool. Why? And I'm like, this is kind of what I do, you know, bum, bum, bum. And they're like, huh, really? I'll try that. So you don't have to tell them. They'll ask. They'll ask. Trust me, it'll be obvious. If you're walking arm in arm in the Christmas party this year, you know, and at work, and you've got this person with you, everyone's questions will be answered. No need to say anything prior. No need to say anything until it's a fact and you're there in front of them. Maybe it's some company picnic or whatever, right? Whatever. Maybe it's some family thing, whatever your situation is. Everybody's got their little how these worlds are going to intersect and how awesome it's going to be when it happens. So hopefully this kind of helps out. 4 things, seriously, major. Oh my God, I did it again. I hate when I do that. It's not a good thing. Dan RadioStyle going out with a great song by Mr. Bruno Mars. Love this one. It's Just the Way You Are.